Getting ready to go take a bath, and I'm just showing you. This is a bathroom that I'm going to be using. Okay. But this is how it's done here in Toll Town. But before I do that, let me first of all brush my teeth, and then we can just show you the shower place here. But I'll show you also how it's done. Okay? So, tell you what, that's what. This, I mean, God do live here every time, everywhere. So no big deal. I can no longer afford to use the local water that I used to use here when I was growing up, because my system is not that much adaptable right now. But if I were to stay in a town for about maybe a month or so, I'll be doing everything. But now I have to use mineral water just so that I don't get sick. That's about it. Now watch this. This is now Samson toe. I'm getting ready to do as we used to do here. Watch this. See this? See? Woo. See? Take a bath. Taking bath. Taking bath. To be honest with you, the water is hot. So, and I'm not too sure why it's so cold here in Totem, but I don't want you to see my whole body. So this is about all that I'm going to show you. Okay. I wish there's a way that I can go live here this morning. But I'm not going to. I'll show it later. But that's how you do it here in Toll Town. You know, we are always doing it. It's exactly what I'm doing this morning. Okay? And it's a wonderful thing to be able to still be able to meet old folks here and do these kinds of stuff. I love it. I'm cleaning. I'm enjoying it. And, and you think you're in America. Please, these people are really enjoying themselves. They don't have to pay water bill. They don't have to pay gas bill. None of that stuff. And the shower area, such a beautiful place. And the way they had it done, water cannot stay here. The water go down back to the creek. When you talk about environmental issues here being resolved quickly. As the water, I'm looking at it now. I'm going to show you later. But as it leaves and go down, it's easier. Okay. Now, any of you going to tell me that I'm not clean? I am clean. What's the difference between this and someone who who is taking on a shower, hot shower over there. I mean, we're just fooling ourselves. Everybody, come home, come home. If you can, come home. It's going to be enjoyable. You're going to like it. You're going to truly, truly like it. All right? So, as I said, I'm not about ready to show you Bloku taking shower. I'm just want to show you a little bit of how it's done. Appreciate my body, please. But anyway, thanks for joining us. But this is how it's done here in Town. I mean, for me, that is. For me, because there are some people I've seen here. Such a beautiful place. And the way they had it done, water cannot stay here. The water go down back to the creek. When you talk about environmental issues here being resolved quickly. As the water, I'm looking at it now. I'm going to be showing you later. But as it leaves and go down, it's easier. Okay. Now, any of you going to tell me that I'm not clean? I am clean. What's the difference between this and someone who is taking on a shower, hot shower over there? I mean, we're just fooling ourselves. Everybody, come home, come home. If you can, come home. It's going to be enjoyable. You're going to like it. You're going to truly, truly like it. All right? So, as I said, I'm not about ready to show you Bloku taking shower. I'm just want to show you a little bit of how it's done. Appreciate my body, please. But anyway, thanks for joining us. But this is how it's done here in Town. I mean, for me, that is. For me, because there are some people I've seen here that have beautiful houses, and they have, I'm not too sure if they have hot water heater, but I'm not going to ask them, how do you heat your water and how do you do stuff? No. And I'm not going to assume either. What I'm just showing you is what I have done and what I will do until I leave. Okay? Again, folks, Samson to Labrador Puerto Rico. I want to thank all of you again for tuning into Labrador Puerto Rico tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very, very much. We appreciate it. We say thank you, my brothers and sisters. Thank you very much. All we ask is that you please share this video to as many people as possible. Please share this video uh, to as many brothers and sisters as possible. Please share it for us. Again, we want to thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We will do our best here tonight to have this wonderful, wonderful conversation. Thank you. Thank you. Share this video. Share it to as many people as possible. Those of you that are joining us, we say thank you for joining. We say thank you very much. Safety, Lord Jesus. We want to thank you again this evening as we come before you, my Lord. We want to thank you for everything. Oh, yes. Some of us had so much testimony tonight, so much to be thankful to God, so much, so much, so much to sit down here tonight to say, throw our hand up and say, my Lord, thank you. We have so much testimony to give. My Lord, you know where they are. We want to thank you. We want to thank you for things that you do for us, continue to do for us. We ask, my Lord, continue to give us a blessing. Give us the opportunity that you continue to give us. We will utilize it, my Lord. Thank you for everything. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you for the life. Thank you. Extend our life. Thank you. My Lord, again tonight we come before you, our brothers and sisters that are unable to be whole tonight. Please make them whole. We ask that our brothers and sisters that perhaps might be in pain tonight, please be the painkiller. My Lord, we ask that our brothers and sisters that are yet to be able to fully emerge and come to join us in the community, we ask you, please be there, be there, be there for them. My Lord, we ask that you bless the Republic of Liberia the people of the Republic of Liberia. And we ask that the President of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. Whatever he touched, my Lord, bless his hand. You brought him to us. Be his guide. Guide him. He has no one else to depend on but you. But you, my Lord. Guide his hand. Guide his hand. Whatever door he touches, my Lord, please open the door. We want to thank you for the safe mercy of traveling. The president is back in Liberia. We want to thank you, my Lord, because of you, he was able to travel safely. We put him in your hand again tonight. Give him long life. Give him long life. Yes, yes, we pray for that. We pray and we will continue to pray for that. My Lord, we ask again that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Welcome, 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 folks. Welcome, 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 welcome. Things, I better be careful how I say that before the man start copying my voice again, start playing it, and he say, hey, he say thing a little bit. Yeah, but things are, I don't know, for some reason, I really don't know what's wrong with us. What is happening with us? Liberians, what's going on with us? Do we not know that who we are at this time, my people? We overthrew government, we killed people, then we fought war, people die, but yet still we still don't know who we are. We don't know what is causing the problem in Liberia still, my people. We should continue to sit on these type of platform and tell you, this is it, this is it. My goodness. My goodness, when will our brothers and sisters learn that these things have to be stopped? You cannot expect to have growth in your country and with these kinds of bad behavior. Well, what kind of business is this? What is this? What is this? Every time campaign time comes, we lie to the people. Oh, we will do that, we will get you plastic bag to put caca in it. We lie to the people. And then for sure, people will say, oh, these people lying to you. Oh, we'll let it lie. The man will talk true. Then when time comes, we sure tell the people who are lying to them. What kind of business is this? What kind of business is this? Who are we? Are we just unable to govern ourselves? Let me tell the thing, oh man, I'm getting too much here right now. Eh? Are we able to govern ourselves? Oh, maybe we need to go back to European to come and govern us, or we come to the United States, tell us yourselves, some white people to govern us. We are not able to govern ourselves. What kind of people? Who are we? Educated, we got it. All over Liberia, education plenty. So PhD, so master degree. In fact, some of the people you can't get, some of the area you can't get a job until you get master degree. Forget about BSc. BSc is just a high school now. Forget about high school. But we can't do, with the education we have, we are not able to do anything to move our people's lives. They do small little thing, you got joy, lobo, then talking all kind of nyama thing. I'm here. My job is to tell the people what that's your job, to tell people what Liberian government is doing. The people can see it themselves. Because everybody wants something to eat on. What kind of business is this? Eh? Think that they don't know about that what they talk about. What kind of business is this? Jesus Christ. Corrupt behavior is unbelievable. Wow. These people for my mouth. Liberian, you're for my mouth. But here's the thing you will suffer with. I will say again. Those of you that are carrying on the corrupt behavior in Liberia, because you got nothing to offer, you people are not able to live in the diaspora. That way you ran over there for corrupt behavior. When your time finish, that only 6 years Unity Party, that 6 years you got Unity Party, that 6 years you say something to say. If you continue with this, like President Baka is trying to tell you, your staff, let's govern this country correctly. You don't want to do it. 6 years. You continue like that 6 years. And when you're feeling like brother, and you can be knocking yourself like that. That's 6 years you got. You know the part, and you're from all of you're from Ghana and Nigeria and places. And when you get there, that's 6 years you got. 6 years. Six, we will kick you out one by one. You got nothing to give. We'll try somebody else. If that what we'll do until like, we will continue to move people until we find somebody that will govern us. President Baka is trying his best, as old as he is. He's not sitting down. You know how old you me right now, and the man older than me. When I walk around the field 2, 3 times, I come down here. I don't want nobody to touch me. My toe, no pun intended, my toe can be hurty. The old men going flying their plane, flying here, going their country, just so that Liberia will be able to be among the people to say, yeah, Liberia is a good country, so they can give us money. Then you'll steal the money over there. What kind of best? Who are you? Who are you? Eh? Who are you? The old man's trying his best. You're not there to help him. You're not, because the old man say, I don't want to fire people. But you're just stealing and stealing and stealing. Nafa. Nyama nyama. Any ministry you talk about, any ministry in Liberia, I'm not even setting anything aside now. Any ministry you think about in Liberia, there's corrupt behavior in our ministry. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter. Why? And most of these people are young. Why? They're not your money. They're not your money. You steal it, then you bring it here. But I don't blame you. The European. You think the European, when you steal money, they'll tell you, say, no, don't bring it here. You get it over there, they go invest for themselves and continue to maintain their roles. Your money that you're stealing from your people, you go borrow, then your government borrow. They bring it in, you steal it and send it back to Euro. Euro say, fine, we want it. But that doesn't mean you will not pay. They take your money. This is how dumb we are. They take your money. You send it back there because you want to buy houses, and then they take that money and invest. They invest in their infrastructure. It raining again. It raining. Go see some on the road today. The road that will go see some places you can't go. Who are we? What kind of business is my people? When are we going to be able to get out of these things? You got young Liberians getting out of colleges, university. They can't find job. They can't find job. You got few people just making decisions to affect the movement of the money in their own pocket. What is this? What is this, my people? What is this? Corruption is it's all over the place. What is this? Eh? What is this? Okay. Talk ahead. You know, one thing, and I'm not boasting, but God has blessed me a lot, to be honest with you. At this age, I'm still anxious. 6 o'clock, I can't wait for 6 o'clock in the morning to go to work. I still enjoy my job. I'm not complaining still. Yeah, listen to Tom. Tom, thank you for the information. Every day, man. Wow. Wow. We put people on the pole. We're not changing anything. We fought war. We're not changing anything. So for me, yeah, and then the good thing is my children are connecting with each other. My kids are connecting with each other. So well, I thank God for that. I thank God for that. I'm very grateful to God. I'm still able to get up. I'm an engineer. It's a lot of work. As an engineer, there's a lot of work. There's a lot of work involved. But I'm still anxious in the morning to go to work and be able to perform. When I go to work, I don't even sit down anymore. I have one of those. That's how old I am. I have one of those chairs, those decks you can pull up and stand up. And when I stand up, I put my music on, and like I'm back into town. I'm working. I don't want anybody to bother me. I'm working. I produce and I enjoy it. One of the things that I realized today, I enjoy the high pressure project that I have to produce. I must produce. I'm from Toad Town. If you don't know me, but I produce and I tell them, I'm from Toad Town. After I produce, and they like what I've done, and I know I've done a good job, then I tell them, I'm from Toad Town. See? You're over there, one row, EW row, 38 point something miles, EW row. It's going to take us 13 to 14 years to finish EW row. The road when I came back from Liberia a year ago, 400 and some more $1 million. I finished it. Sabasa, Subuso, Sabasa, South Into. You want me to show you? You want me to show you? Oh, okay. Go on Google and go in Sacramento and type in Highway 99 and type in 6.7 miles. They will show you my project. I'm done with that. Yeah, man. I don't even know what the people started Ralphie Highway before I started the job. I'm done with it. I'm done. It's going to construction in next summer. They finish putting all the paperwork together. 400 some more $1 million. They put the project together. It's a bridge job. I'm in control of the highway itself. I'm done. Why the people still digging around Ralphie Highway? Hey, we need barrier here. Hey, they were not there. Hey, because they refuse to learn. Corruption is killing us. Highway, Ralphie Highway under President Baka is not going to finish. They're not going to finish it under President Baka. Another 6-year government coming, they're not going to finish it. Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? Let me go. The reason why I'm so a little bit tip up here, the registry information. They say government said they don't want. I will read it one. I will read it. I will read it. Government said they don't want you to use your passport again. In a sense, I don't blame them either because the passport and then but because of corrupt behavior. Corrupt behavior. They got people who are not supposed to have the passport, they're having the passport. Then why will you blame me? Why will you blame me? Eh? Why will you blame me? You give my passport, you get Liberian passport to foreigner because of your greedy behavior. Then why will you blame me? Man, I beg you, man. I beg you. Tonight another night, man. Tonight another night. Tonight another night. Tonight another night. Liberian government hot national ID. Let me read that. Let me read that. If I can find it. Tonight another night, man. Tonight another night. Liberian government. Okay, where's that? Where's that subject matter? Okay, okay. In about public frustration over. We're gonna be there. What do they want me to do? Man, yeah, please, man. Frumpish, you don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. In mounting public frustration over delay in the issuance of Liberian national ID card. You already have voter card. You know, somebody from Canada was cussing yesterday. I was laughing. I was taking it for a joke. But then when I read it this one, I said, "What?" That's why they man were talking. Well, I told them I thought that Gissy Pesci was doing because he was cussing everybody. So I said, "That Gissy Pesci, man, I come to Congress." But listen to this: issuing national identification card. The government of Liberia has announced the immediate suspension of the ID card program. Simultaneously, the Central Bank of Liberia, in collaboration with the National Identification Registration, has instructed financial institutions to relax the enforcement of the national ID card as requirement for banking. Yeah, I'm even gonna read it, man. Y'all know what happened? Somebody was going to get beat and hey, Bamu Divakola on that one. My people, y'all know what happened. I don't even need to explain it. Y'all know what happened. Bamboo Divakola. The National Registry, they were going to charge people. So certain people were going to get. And the other people said, hey, wow, they said, hey, no, no. They said, no, there's plenty of money. What? They were going to fight over it. They fought over it. The president, everybody, hey, y'all stop it. Why? Yeah. What? What was the benefit? If this thing was beneficial to Liberia, why would they cut it up? The people cut USAID, cut their fund. Because at the fund USAID, they go and collect taxes. They say, for example, they collect $5. USAID bring $10. So they take the $5 they collect it from the country people and eat it. Then they take USA $10 and put $5 back there and use the other $5 for USAID. And as a result, you don't get nothing. What kind of you see it now you don't. You heard the international partner telling president we are people you must start stealing our money or put it back. So it's not the president we are was telling the president. Why do we do this to ourselves? You know, right now, I wish I was 20 years. I would go back to school and do financial stuff. Got the engineering business and I help. I need to do financing. You mean the people who deal with money, they're so stupid. Eh? The people who in the finance business, they're stupid. Eh? Most likely, they don't have sense. It's just something that look. I don't know what to say. If national registry, why will you tell the bank and say only national ID card? Other than that, but the national ID card that you want poor people in total to use for banking, they got to pay money for it. You know what the thing remind me of? Two-week party of the 50s, 60s, where they used to collect taxes from total and put people in put them on the rack and look upstairs, tie their hand behind. They don't pay the $10, but the $10 that leave total will not come back to total. What kind of business? What is this? At least then people say, oh, but the Congo say, oh, you tell your country. You let's see what you can do. We can't do nothing. Nothing. The Congo people wipe their hand off of us. We're messing it up ourselves. Who you going to blame right now? The Congo people? The Congo people? The Congo people left your team long time ago. The Congo people you're blaming again? You as educated as a Congo man now. What are you going to say? You from where total you engineer, Congo man engineer. What are you going to say now? Because of your corrupt behavior. That Congo people taught you how to be corrupt? That's what you say? Okay, you say since 1940, say 1840 something, the people was they were stealing this, they were stealing. Okay, they're not there again. That Joseph Bakai from Foya. And if you count the minister them, each of them from the countryside, what happened? What happened? What happened? We Joseph Bakai, we didn't say Jean APL or Jean APL Junior. We say Joseph Bakai, George Weah. What kind of business is this? That the one must sit down and say that good place we're going? Corrupt behavior. The one they are cut. You think this is a mafia organization we're running? President Bakai tried his best. He tried his best. Look at the vice president. Y'all know the vice president myself. We don't get along from Grand Union County, from Nima County. So here myself, we don't get along. Y'all know what I want. So I'm not here to praise him. But here's a man went all the way to China to bring yellow machine. The yellow machine, some are red, some are blue, some are white. We don't know what color it is, but I just say yellow machine. Okay? To bring the yellow machine. Then we got senator them from the countryside. From country, not I don't say Moserata County. Oh. Yeah, but people from Moserata County, okay, I give it to them. All we Congo people. Okay, myself Congo man too. But I mean country people who are senator, they are pissed. They are mad with the Minister of Public Works because Minister of Public Works not putting stop to it. Because they say if the yellow machine come, They are the Bobati fly by night, how do you call it? The fly by night construction company they got. They will not make money. These are the people we have running our country. What is this? Many of the young people, smart young people in Liberia, they can't wait to get out of there and leave your country with your nyama self. You want steal, you go steal. You know what my son told me the other day? But then why can't you guys negotiate with these people who's stealing? So tell them, okay, how much you want to spend 6 years here? How much you think you want to steal? And negotiate with that person, pay that person, or let a person go. Those who don't want to steal, let them come in. I say, don't work like that. The president and the employ social relatives, and they can't fire them. They can't fire them. Are you fire your auntie daughter or auntie son or what have you? This is just so bad. As I was saying about myself, and I'm allowed because I know who I am. So as you know, I'm an engineer, that's for sure. I'm not taking backseat to anybody. But the point here is this. I'm on another project. $500 million project right now. It's a bridge project. Google Eureka, California Eureka, and you will see the bridge. They call it Eureka Slough. It's a bridge, 4-lane bridge, but separated. So right now we're gonna the bridge when you're climbing the bridge. I mean, when you're going up the bridge, you can't have a sight distance. You can't see too much. It's a one way, but you got to see ahead of you. So sometimes somebody break down way behind in front of you. You can't see that before you load your car running into there. So you have to have sight distance. So they call moi. I have to deal with that. We just started. Well, not why we started about 2 years ago. But at this point, the whole 2 year, we even started real design here, the environmental issue, how the fish would survive the construction, how the case mean then would survive the construction. The sleep, don't leave when you touch it, they go to sleep. When you let it go, they open your eye. How they will survive because these are species. They have to protect them. So they got to write a book. Okay, DED, draft environmental document that they will present to the environmental agency that are protecting the state of California environmentally. And they will look at it. It's okay, yeah, okay, no, yeah, no, stuff like that. Then when all that one finished, after 3 years of the environmental people, they certify, then they come back to me again. They start my real stuff. I will finish their project before they finish Ralphie Highway. Ralphie Highway. I will finish this project before they finish Ralphie Highway. In fact, I will predict to you that when I retire, I will go to Monrovia and help them with Ralphie Highway. It will not finish. How people they are unable? How they build? You think about you know what's gonna happen to you? You know what that bridge after you pass I don't call it that hill, Tower Hill. After you pass Tower Hill, that bridge there, they will break it down now. You expect it? What are gonna? What knowledge they have to build bridges? Okay, so you expect them to build 4-lane bridges. So maybe one on the side, the other one on the side, 2-lane coming, 2-lane going. When they turn drunk and break that old bridge down, that canoe that was used from Ralphie Airport to Monrovia, that canoe that was used. People who do not have the capacity that the people you're bringing on board. Look at it. Look at it. What? Yeah. Oh, Liberia, you're corrupt. Oh, Liberia, you're corrupt. We corrupt past mad. Look at the labor ministry, the foreigner that are working in Asana Matal. Liberian, engineer Liberian, they are there in Liberia to go and break. They sit down there instead of Matel bring in foreigner to work the kind of engineering job Liberian young kid can do in Liberia. They get Liberian men a contractor, engineer, whatever. They get paid, they eat the money, they don't want to do the work. Liberian man, why would you do that? The government, when they give people contract, they say, okay, we want you to finance pre-finance. The man go to the bank to get money to pre-finance the project. The bank want 25% down. The money he get, he coming to. we finish. we finish in that country. We finish. And mind you now, some of these senators, they're in cahoots with the bank. So the man coming to you to borrow money, they say, okay, put down 25% for it. Where the man get 25%? And he got out 25%, why you can't pre-finance right away? Eh? This is what the knowledge we have. The Chinese, who I believe now are doing with their yellow machine, I'm so on the Chinese now. I'm going to be promoting the Chinese government. I'm going to be promoting the Chinese idea in Liberia now because I think they're doing good. So I will promote them on my show here. But here's the thing here. What they myself bamboo with Divacola. When they give you contract or when they give you money to do your infrastructure, they'll tell you, say, we want you to pay us back, but this is what we want. We will bring people to work for this money we're giving you. They're not their money again, but they're telling you who to bring and who to hire. And instead of Liberian to resist and put their foot, few people get the money, they get their kickback, they say, okay. Because they already compromised. And President Baka in behind the scene and tell, hey, my people, you don't stop this thing. He begging pretty much President Baka every night. He can beg the people, you stop. Yes, the reason why President Baka can't fire them. Because if you come and fire all the people like you fail, and President Baka don't want to be looked at as failure. And me, so the people helping to be elected. It's politics, interest. And many of the on-air people, they are quite aware. They know the situation. They know. These people they don't have nothing to offer, but they know. They know. Look at the National Register stuff here. Where are we going, my people? Where are we going? Where are we going? Why are we not able to govern ourselves? Yes, the sad thing, yo. Yes, it's sad. People like Anthony Cassidy then right now, when they were here, Anthony Cassidy then they were working, making money for people here, making money for company. Now 1 cent, people like Anthony Cassidy were gonna steal. When they make policy statement or when they get involved in it, people always succeed. Here, they go to Liberia and went here. Where the policy, you were on LPI last time. I'm a policy guru. Where is your policy guru, Anthony Cassidy, my brother? You didn't even want to talk to me again, because you know when the day he make attempt to come on the station, I will question him, pepper him with question. You know that. Why I want from Anthony Cassidy? Why? What you got to give me? Anthony Cassidy, what you got to give me? That money I want. I'm big here. But it's not about that. It's not about that. Before this president leaves office, the brain drain in Liberia will be worse. This is the thing. The young people that you're supposed to bring up, only a few government officials that are doing that. Sending young people for training, and then the young people go back. You know, the last time some young people came to America for training, all of them went back because they want, not if they stay and say, I don't want to go back in, they might just serve some time and what have you, but they went back and now they contribute. But many of these people over there, nothing. Look at this thing here. Why? Let me read this. You know, it's very sad. You can't, let me read it in some more. But it's very sad. Okay. So, simultaneously, the Central Bank of Liberia, in collaboration with the National Identification Registration, has instructed financial institutions to relax enforcement of the national ID as requirement for banking transaction. In a joint release, authorities cite administrative la administrative reason my foot la you got caught. Yeah, man. You know, if they are stealing, if they were not killing Liberians, it would be fun. But most of them, when they steal like that, it hurts the country. You know, listen to it. So they said, in a joint release, authorities cite administrative reason for the suspension, noting that the public will be informed when mass enrollment resume. Okay, the issuing of the national identification card is hereby suspended with immediate effect for administrative reasons that lie because you got caught, you were stealing. The public will be informed of the date of resumption of mass enrollment. They released it. The move follow growing national scrutiny over a president's setback in the rollout of the biometric. What happened to the passport now? Okay, not everybody get passport. I get it. What happened to I call it? You see, yeah, the people. Why you can't even use this opportunity to have every Liberian to be registered to vote? Voter registration. You want to do business with any bank? Use your voter registration. Then you will have people more Liberian will register. What is it you want? You want to kick old foreigner admire that you don't want them to get ID? What kind of business is this? Okay, so wow. Okay, the move followed growing national scrutiny over persistent setback in the rollout of the biometric citizen ID card system. The House of Representatives has summoned top official to provide clarity on the challenges selling the process. Yeah, we'll be inside. We will be inside. It's a long article. It's a long article. It's a long article. Let me see. Let me see if I can do my best to try to finish it. Okay. My people. I don't going to waste my time. I'll just go ahead and tell my time. It's just very, very sad. Very sad. You will have the young people when they have the opportunity will leave. They will leave, and you got people, and that's why we're not moving. People who had nothing to contribute, or people who are just. But that one said that we ourselves, like yourself, that you're playing on yourself. You look at people who were stealing in previous government, then you're going elect them. So all that accusation about them stealing part, they're not true. Few people bamboozle you all, majority to vote corrupt people in offices. And you expect to grow. How many dollars, even we, the Liberian diaspora, will continue to send you? How many? You can't get rich upon begging. Begging will not get you rich. You will never be able to have, okay, middle class in Liberia based on begging. You're not going to succeed. You're not going to get middle class in Liberia based on begging. This is the kind of class you got. Stealing rich class, not stealing poor class. Nothing in between. You're not going to get stealing middle class. Stealing, you're not going to get it. When they steal more, then they become rich. If you don't have the opportunity to steal, you don't steal, you become poor. Nothing in between. You think how long you will continue like this? Another 140 some more years? No. The people will get tired and they will revert against your children, against your future property. What you don't understand. Liberian, the people you're keeping to be poor, they're not stupid. They will not continue to live like this. Why you continue to enjoy? You and your children are enjoying. You and myself, we grew up in Sorin Wayne. And because you were able to bubble tea, this and that, hustle. Yeah, well, I give it to you. You know how to hustle. You know how to lie. So I give it to you. But that does not give you the right to steal what belongs to me too. The iron ore for all of us, but you're stealing more. The rubber for all of us, but you're stealing more. What is this? What is this? What is this? For you to employ people with integrity because they stand and run campaign, they must get job. Running campaign does not mean you must get job. If you're running campaign, show us you can do the job, we'll get you the job. But because you ran the campaign, therefore you are entitled. Many of those people you see on the rescue mission because they feel entitlement. They feel they are entitled to position. When you go to where were you when we're running in a ring? That's the first question they ask you. That's the first question they ask you. Where were you when we're running in the ring here? You were in America enjoying yourself. Now we finish winning the election that time now your one job. What kind of business is that? George, talk your own, man. Don't come you acting like you're not Liberian, man. You George. Now you see that one of when you're ready to defend, you don't even think twice, George. Let me put this stuff up. Let the other people read it so they can see it. Look at it, Mr. Todd. What are you saying here about the government pronouncement of suspending the national ID card? What stealing that the government did? You think people stupid around here, George? Eh? You think people stupid? You think really for administrative reason? What is the administrative reason? Saying you know plenty, Josh. Tell me, what is the administrative reason they suspend a team for? Eh? What the administration? Let me read that again. What the reason they say? They said the rollout was bad. Okay. Tell me now. What's the reason? What's the reason? I don't want to argue with anybody tonight. So let me go on. Let me go on. So the issue here for me is this: the government of the Republic of Liberia under President Baka is trying hard, but many of these people they are just there for themselves. George, how many ministry under this government that you have not heard of in the news about being corrupt? That's a question for you, Josh. Please, if you can name. Ah, yeah, okay, all right. But anyway, let me go on. My people, the issue for me is this: because we like people that squander the opportunity last year, but because they ran campaign, so when the person would run a campaign for the person get elected, they force their way through because we were part of the campaign, we were part of the party. So they put party in that just not business. Let me read it one again. Let me read it one again. That just not business. Back in 1985, every time I talk about party business, I will read this here. This is from Henry S. Duba, Chief of Staff, AFL. Let me read that. Party business. The same party, Unity Party people putting their party people in charge. This is the same thing. Not because they are capable of doing the work, but because they are members of the Unity Party. And therefore, they must get a job. They feel entitled. Let me read it. Back in 1985. Said, Mr. Chairman, National Democratic Party of Liberia, 16th Street, Senko, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Mr. Chairman, your letter that Henry Duba writing to Kakula Boto, or Pato, whatever. Forget it. I don't even have to know anything. Okay. Your letter dated May 14, 1985, requesting the support of the armed forces of Liberia to secure victory for the National Democratic Party of Liberia in the forthcoming general election is hereby acknowledged. He didn't say to support the country. This is the armed force chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia. They don't say armed forces of National Democratic Party of Liberia. But he's writing letter to acknowledge the request from the chairman of the party asking the support of the armed forces of Liberia for NDPO to win the election 1985. And then you're wondering why we have civil war. Okay, let me read. Nothing I could vividly sacrifice for now in my life than the interest of the head of state and the cause of the National Democratic Party of Liberia, NDPL. Therefore, be assured of the support of the army as I remain the chief of staff of the Republic of Liberia. I close in the promise, honor our command. The armed forces stand united and strong. So when Unity Party do that, that's not something they just started. Unity Party people, they're not something they just started. Let me bring in the troublemaker. Oh, who brought you in? Okay. So
you said who you authorized the product was still in the morning.
Mr. Soul, I'm not in the mood tonight. I'm not in the mood for any kind of guilty question here tonight. Let's see if you care to join me to have a discussion. I welcome you. But let me just say this.
No, but I heard you were crying, screaming. What's the deal? What's the problem? I just walk me through a little bit. What a frustration coming from? Who is disappointing you? Why?
President Baka is doing his best for the country to survive.
And then
those who are around the president continue to steal.
The president is doing his best.
Yes, the president does his best to make sure the country survives.
You
asked me a question, let me finish. He, as old as he is, he traveled all over the world for Liberia to benefit from his traveling, for Liberia to benefit because he engaged. But whenever the benefit comes to Liberia, those who are interested with the benefit to invest into Liberian people themselves, they intend investing in themselves.
So is he aware that people are doing bad things?
Mr. So he's working on it.
You see, liberal, it's sad. For you to come and sit here and deceive Liberian people with information, you see, that's what happens. What
is the deceitful part here on my partner? What is the
give me a chance to even come out and say, oh, President Baka doing his best, but people doing something. And I ask you, is he aware that people are doing things that he's working? Where is he working on? How long has he been working on this thing yet? The reason you're struggling, many of you struggling, is you did not play the role that you should have played from the electoral process. You took a side, which is great, but you've been protective of the guy that you supported and removing him from the crime scene and putting other people there that they're doing something, and he is the president, for God's sake. He is the chief executive. He appoints those people. He brought them. He himself alluded. He knows some of them. He doesn't know them. That's what happened. If you don't know people and people throw them at you and you put them in authority, that's what happened. And you just say, hey, employ family members. Those were the same conversation we had yesterday. Friends, the CDC, that's the same thing. Helen Johnson Sally, that's the same thing. But for you to come here and be so that sort of hypocrisy at a higher level, and you're trying to blame people, the people around him. What you call the people around him? Who brought them? Who knew them? He brought them. Those are his friends. Those are his kingsmen. the Graceberg, the Buchu Band, and all of those people. So his partisan. So his kings, the tribesmen. That's also then there. So why you want to remove him from out of the scene? Here is the problem. That what happened. CDC did this here, and I thought he being the old person, mature, maybe he could have done it differently. They want to have this sort of quick fix, quick results. When they're breaking things, they don't study it. Go to other countries, talk to people, the Cote d'Ivoire, the Ghana, and all of that. If you look at their own fundings, where you know where it comes from? Even the very World Bank, private entity, business institution, they funded their identification process. Now, they didn't study it. We don't even know the up-to-date censor. They're talking about people, how sure the same people that store our passport, some of them still in the system today. What made them think that they can give these people identification card? And the worst of all, the bad news I'm about to give you, the reason all of these administrative hold is being put in because there's a lot of inadequate preparation, no study, no survey. Monrovia is not only the Republic of Liberia. What becomes of someone that is in the village all the way to Cavalry River there? Or you just give them the ID card, they are the only citizens that are in Liberia, identification that. Where is the logistics? Do they have the logistics? Do they have the resources to execute it? What are they rushing with? What is the problem? Why are they grabbing things here and there to build some sort of impression? And you people are the talking heads for these people. You come here, you're so deceitful too. You're one of those. And that's why they get, you see them all bunch onto class recharge now and doing all of the things that they think they are fooling the Liberian people. And my guess, one of the reasons the poor start to aid, because trust me, if this thing goes ahead, it won't even end. There will be another massive corruption. Somebody packet is trying to refill that. It's not a bad thing. I remember I was in Cote d'Ivoire. The economy of the country was bad. Then Alassane Ouattara, when he was prime minister, he introduced this thing called carte de séjour. That's another, a variant identity. And that thing boosts the country economy. It's not a bad thing. Even if you tell people to pay $1, what is government own contribution? Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, almost $7 million Ghana government put into that to fund their own identification card. How much are we? Don't look in the face of this camera. Tell her how much your government have put inside to fund this. Just at the end of the exercise will not end. There will be a massive corruption. That's the problem. So the old man, he knows what he's doing. He put these people there. All of these things that are happening is not in isolation. He knows everything. So don't come remove him here and put blame on other people that have nothing to do with it. When he gave you a responsibility and he can't do it, he has the authority. So he say, let he just be suspending people. Nobody should be prosecuted.
You finish?
Yeah,
you finish? You finish? Can I say
something? He was elected to go around the country to build bridges, to build consensus, to build a relationship, to make sure that the country, everything is okay. But he needs to first work in his country. So when you people come here and you try to be kind of removing from the saying, oh, the people, are you kidding me? Stop that.
You finish?
Don't do that.
You finish. Can I talk now? You are talking to Tabata. I don't say anything, so you got to let me talk. Thank you for your view. Those are your views. You're entitled to it. We're not going to take it away from you. That's what we do here on LPR. We allow you to talk all your stuff. But here's the thing.
By the way, when are you going? You see, this is.
But Mr. So,
no, come here quickly. I'll give you. The rolling now. So you are swearing President Boyka after you said that he's doing everything. You are swearing President Boyka to the devil that the road until you know when you're going to retire. So you don't want our road to be completed, right? Clarence Davis, this is the guy, George. This is the man the man is swearing your president that the road on Rawafi will never finish until you retire. Who knows when you're going to get retired? By this time, you should be in Liberia. I said, President Boyka, you don't know me. You don't know me. I don't know you as you claim it to be here, but that's not the case. You talk to Ministry of Public Works people. Why can't you go? You sit down your whole day, talking, and then you swearing the president, you swearing our president. Is that a president that you love? Seriously? The liberal?
So you
What
finish?
president at the highest
You
level?
you finish? You finish?
Congress is disappointed in you. George is disappointed in you for you to come and swear the president, and then you come by and say the president will succeed. What sort of contradiction is that?
Okay. It's my time now. You enjoy yourself, but my time now. Mr. So, I'm not going to follow you in the rabbit hole that you're trying to.
I forgot something. 1 second. Yeah, is the thing. And just let all know, I was told that they reached out to you. Are you willing to go? They are already reached out to you. Is that true?
Who?
Eh?
Who reach out to who?
Don't come by me. We're having a conversation. Who reaching out to people? Your papa.
They don't know me.
What?
They don't know me. I don't know them. They will not reach
Why the
out to me.
custody that you are pressing here? You know, you're quick to put yourself, you quick to put your life.
Mr. So, would I make my comment? Why you coming all bush, all roll, all bush the business here? What is this here? You trying to disturb my show or what?
No, I want to be.
Okay.
I mean,
let me give it. Okay, thank you.
When people are so tired,
Mr. So, here's the thing here. This is what I want you to take out of this show tonight. The president was duly elected with the clear understanding with the Liberian people that he alone will not be able to function as just an executive, will not be able to function to carry out.
Giving this sort of
Mr. So, will you please let me make my point?
No,
please.
When you say that,
I'm not going to satisfy you. I'm not going to
satisfy you. It's not a matter. You're not satisfying me, but you just being.
Okay, but let me talk. You tell your own. Let me tell my own.
Very deceitful.
Okay, that's okay. Let me be deceitful.
It's okay with me.
I'm getting ready to park in the garage. This is my show. I'm getting ready to put in the garage.
That's where I came from. You can put me there. Let me have my own experience.
Okay. So let me finish. The president was duly elected by the Liberian people. And the Liberian people with the clear understanding that yes, indeed, we are electing you, giving you the power to employ. The president looks amount of 5-point-something million and select a few Liberians who we believe have the capacity to move his agenda forward. Now, if the president were to come to me and say, Mr. Toll, I want you to help me do X, Y, and Z, and if I accept the job, I must be able to perform. I cannot and I must not lie to the president, knowing fully well that I'm unable to do certain job, but accept it anyhow. Now, my point is this. The father of the nation, his job, like you always accusing me here as a board chair, his job is to go out in the country, all over the world, and lobby on behalf of Liberia.
Okay.
And the people, because of his sincerity, because of his sincere belief, and people look at his face, they say, oh man, he's very sincere about his country. We will help him. They're helping to bring some finances back home. They're helping to bring some developmental agenda, whatever it is, to bring it back home. He turned us over to those who have the ability, who he believed had the ability to function properly. They are not. Many of these people, one law, Mr. So. Yeah, but I don't want you to say anything until I'm done. Many of these people, we believe. Not
listen. We are not in Tehran. Okay, this is not an Ayatollah sort of system that we have here. I don't want you to say anything. How can you say? All
right.
Take it back.
Mr. So I'm getting ready to park in the garage tonight. I'm not going to play with you. First of all, I'm the board chair.
Your fans are looking at you. It would be at your own.
First of all, I'm the board chair, and second, this is my show. I'm running my show, and so if you were not allow me to make my statement, I will pack you in a bag. Many of your supporters are
It's
not
not
with
your
us tonight.
show. You are communicating. You are having a dialogue. You're having
Yeah,
a
but you have
conversation
to
with other
give
people.
me the opportunity for me to finish.
Yeah, but I didn't say anything. But for you to suggest that, oh, I shouldn't say anything, so that's a sign of being
Okay, all right, okay, whatever.
Okay.
So now the president turned the whatever proceed he gets from his visit, the proceed come to Liberia, and there are processes involved. Those who are responsible for certain activities, we believe, are unable to carry those activities out. But because they have some backing from other government officials, not necessarily the executive, but they have some backing from the judicial, I mean, from the legislature, because they get their cut. And this is what we're fighting for. The
So,
president, Mr. So, the liberal is on the floor, please. The president has done his job. The president has done his duty. He brought the money in. It left with us as Liberians. To be the president does not have to fire anybody. You, as an employee for the president, you must be able to do the job.
so yeah, what I'm going to do here tonight, I'm going to call your country name. Sensei. Sensei.
I changed my name a long time ago.
No, look, let me just say this here on a serious note.
Rescue one, calling rescue two. This is getting to be too much now. Rescue one, calling rescue two. You need to join me. You need to join me.
To be honest with you, we're seeing a government that is more or less more functioning when we want to make comparison with the last CDC government. The maturity is there, but yeah, what is happening? And this is why I want the president to do as a Liberian, whether I voted for or not, or it's not a matter of support, because I want him to succeed. Because if Liberia is better, we all here will be doing better. I strongly feel people are taking advantage. I need your full attention, please. You calling for Jews?
How you know?
Yeah, maybe your pressure going on. You're begging for Jews. Yeah, but honestly, I think people are taking too much advantage. They feel that instead of them being obligated to the president's agenda, they feel that the president is obligated to them. And so some of them, when you fire them, you suspend them, they don't turn them over, no investigation, nothing. That's not good. No, hold on. You are talking about
you think I'm drinking water in my nose?
When you start making false people,
don't send
okay,
link to
I'm going to send the link to you.
Don't send it to him. You're not coming on my show tonight. Don't send it to him.
What's your problem? This is why you don't have my
I don't come to compound on problem myself. Unless Rescue 2 show up, then Water Cutter can come in.
I said you can call him. The president, I mean, we're seeing some sign of good, real coordination, to a mate. He has good intentions. He's doing everything, where people are saying he couldn't go this place, he couldn't go that place. He's doing it. But it seems to me, people are abusing.
Mr. So, can I finish my statement, please?
Okay.
Can I finish my statement? And don't bring Walter Carter in here. I don't want to pile things on myself, and I want to enjoy my show, please. Because Walter Carter is going to come in here. I don't want him.
Just to later, not to be surprised, the link is already out to him. Carter?
Walter Carter, don't come here. I will not recognize.
Send the link to Terry. Send to your rescue.
Rescue 2, Rescue 1, calling Rescue 2. Rescue 1, calling, because this is just too much tonight, Mr. So you purposely came here to try to overwhelm me tonight. Good evening, Pastor Jericho. Thank you. Greeting. Thank you.
Looking for friends. Not one of your rescuers. Not part of your rescue.
No, man, but I'm trying to explain to you. So let me go on, Mr. So. The president has done his job. The president is not sitting down and say, I can't move. He's flying all over the place. When he flies to go get money, you're complaining. He's flying private jet. You're complaining all over the place. No. When let me finish. When the man says, okay, I'm not going to do private jet, I'm flying here to go get money. When he bring the money in, The young people that's supposed to help to move this country forward are not sincere,
So
are
then,
corrupt.
he as a leader, what should he do then?
So
That's the
let
question.
me, that's not the question. The president is saying to you, I employ you and you told me you can do. If you cannot do this job, you need to resign. He doesn't have to fire you. Where is your moral? Where is your...
Oh,
Thank
you're
you.
getting juice. I'll talk. Yeah, look, yeah, yellow cup there. You're getting, I think you should go down. You're getting more juice.
Mr. So,
Look,
Mr. So, no, seriously, I'm serious. No, hold on, let me finish. No, let me finish. As a Liberian, first of all, you have to have moral. That if the president calls you to do a job, it's a privilege. It's not entitlement. Not because you're a Unity Party member, then you're entitled to the job. Now, if for some reason you are unable to perform, the president does not have to fire you. You must leave.
You just
give the president. Oh, let me finish. Give the president the opportunity to so he too can do his job. He doesn't have to fire you. When is your moral as a Liberian? Where is your ability to say, I can't do that, to be truthful with the president? Why must you stay on the job when you are unable to do those kinds of stuff?
So why didn't you complain when Samuel Tuer, benevolent dictator, when you were there? Why didn't you tell George Weah Samuel Tuer to use his conscience to resign? Why you didn't say that? Why you think?
That's what we were saying.
No, you never said that.
Because President Weah's situation was worse.
Yeah, you're trying to make Boyka's
situation. No. President Boyka's situation is not.
Very dishonest. You've been
whatever you want to say, whatever. But my point,
for you to come here, that the president.
This is not CDC. This is not CDC network. I can say whatever I want to say about CDC. This is not their network. They can't. They're big, man. But this is the platform for all Liberians. Unity Party, CDC, every one of us will come in here. The president.
I never put people in category as who never.
Oh, okay, all right, I do. But let me just say.
No way. I'm just telling you. You see, the way you guys behaving, like you and many others, are not doing this president well. And you will come back tomorrow. You will come and tell people here you advise the president when you are ill advising the president. And you are one of those leading this sort of conspiracy. It is bad, and you need to stop. We will call you people out. For you to come here, he is the president. And
so, okay, let me ask you this. What do you want this president to do that will satisfy you? What do you want the president to do? Okay, not satisfy me. What do you want the president to do? What do you want the president to do? What do you want him to do? To fire people nelly-willy? That's not how you operate. You want to manage. You fire people anytime you want.
So why are you complaining?
When you were president, Obama, how many people you fire? Eh? When you were president of Boston, how many people you fired?
This is what you do when we are in the middle of a serious conversation, and then you try when you know you are caught up now. You can't get. I don't even know what the other stuff coming from here. But look, you need to stop this sort of behavior. Honestly,
Mr. So I'm just being honest with you.
You're not being honest. You're being very dishonest.
I am for being honest
to tell us, for you to always be. I don't know where you really stand.
The president. No, Mr. So. This is a lesson for all of us. You have, first of all, you have to be honest with yourself when you take on these positions.
So when the people are not honest, what do you do? Tell me who all those are not honest in the Boyka government. Tell us. Be bold here. No, this is not a secret. Who are those?
From my perspective,
whatever perspective you want to come from, I don't care.
The finance minister doesn't seem to be honest. I'm not accusing him of stealing.
No, be definitive. Don't tell us.
No, Mr. So I have the right to say what I want to say. You're not going to put word in my mouth. Finance minister does not seem to be honest. That doesn't mean he's stealing. The public work minister does not seem to be honest. Doesn't mean he's stealing.
So what?
All of these ministry. Hold on now, I'm trying to tell you, all of these ministry, where there is little corruption here and there, and they are unable to resolve those issues among themselves. First of all, many of these agencies are unable to work with one another. That's the first thing. Second, the highest problem we have, from my perspective, is the involvement of the people from the legislature that are backing these inept ministers to
Who are
stay.
those people?
One is people like Abache, people like Senator Abache, people like Senator Edwin Snow, and our own brother from Grand United Countries, people like Senator Zopeno.
Go ahead. What's about your own sister?
My own sister, Senator Nyambli. Those are people, they inject themselves into this process where the president is unable to clearly say.
Are they being honest to the president? Let's have a honest conversation.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. And they are not only honest,
So,
not
okay,
only are they not honest to the president,
okay,
but they are not honest to themselves.
Okay, we have to draw a fine line here. For them, they are lawmakers. The president does not have no authority to fire them and all of them. But you are very much specific to the Minister of Finance, to that of the Minister of Public Works.
Not only public works, Minister of Transport, the police director, all of those people.
What are they doing? And is their action warrant? No, so let me ask you: is their action warrant any executive action in return?
Yes, from where I said yes, but I'm not the president.
Example of what?
For example, Minister of Public Works. I will use him because that's the area that I have experience.
I'm talking about the executive action. What could be the action from the executive?
If I were president of the Republic of Liberia, they will be fired.
So why should the president fire them?
I'm not the president of the Republic of Liberia. I'm not in his office, so I don't know.
This is a complete disgrace on your
part. Why I don't have to. I'm not going to sit here. You see, that's
you don't have the guts. You don't have the guts.
No, it's not. I can't sit here and tell the president how to function.
Why can't you tell the president?
No, because it's not my job to tell the president how to function. It will be disrespectful. It will be disrespectful, and it's not my place.
What is your job on this network?
It's to be truthful.
Are you being truthful?
Yes.
You still need a glass of juice because I don't think
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I say yes.
Are you being truthful?
Yes, I am.
You as a host, you as the presenter, you as an anchor on this network, you alluded that these people, they should be, if you're president, they should be fired. And you support this president, and you do not have the guts to tell this president, Mr. President, these people do not represent your agenda.
Mr. So, no. This is where I'm going to stop you. You have to, first of all, as a human being, and as an intellectual, and as an educated person, you must know your role.
If I don't know my role? If I don't know my role,
it is not my role on this platform to tell the president what to do. The president was elected by the Liberian people. I wasn't elected. The president came to the position. Do you want the president
to succeed?
Of course.
How?
By doing the right thing.
Such as what?
Exactly what he's doing now.
Is anybody doing something wrong in his government?
All of them. The supporting staff of the executive are all doing wrong.
So what should the president do then?
Mr. So I told you already, it's not my job to tell the president what to do.
Okay, then don't talk about it. Okay?
No. You can't say that because I'm not satisfying your ego. That doesn't mean I am that you need to be quiet. I'm a liberal.
Your presentation here tonight has been very disappointing to your audience. To your audience, this is your show, but you are misleading your audience.
No, I'm not. It will be disappointing. It will be disappointing to the audience if I sit here and say, Mr. President, you need to do this, you need to do that. I wasn't elected. I supported this president, and to be elected, first of all, you have to have certain character. No. I will mute you. First of all, in order for you to be elected, it doesn't matter whether Liberia, Totem, whatever village, but you must possess certain character. The president has that. The president has that. Number one. Second, The president put amount for 6 point something million or 5 point something million people, and the president put his hands up and said, "I want to lead you." The people said,
So
"Mr. President, let me finish. I'll mute you." The people said, "Mr. President, you too old." He said, "But I can't do it." The people said, "Okay, we'll trust you," and they trusted him. The whole the president met us in. The whole the president tried.
I don't
No,
want to
no,
hear that.
you
I don't want
cannot.
to
You
hear
got
that.
no choice. You were
I don't
yeah.
want to hear that
You were
because
yeah.
that
You have to excuse yourself on the show.
bunch of
You have to excuse
excuses.
yourself. You have to
I don't want
excuse
to
yourself.
hear that.
The president, the president met us in, and the president trying to get us out of this hole. So deep hole. Now, Mr. So, let me go back again. The brothers and sisters that the president have asked to help him to dig Liberia out of this hole. These are the people that are failing him. The president will have 2 hands, 2 legs. He can't do everything by himself. You, as a Liberian, first of all, the president looked among 5 point something million and said, "Mr. Toll, I want you to come and help me do X, Y, and Z. If I'm unable to do that, I must look in the eyes of the president and say, Mr. President, I don't think I can help you in this area.
So
I can help you in this area." But you go and take position that you know you are not able to help the president in. Go take some Tylenol. Go take some Tylenol.
Well, I'm used to it.
Okay.
It's just sad to have, it's sad to have people of your type to be saying the kind of thing that you're saying. Okay? It's sad. And you need to change course.
No, the rescue train does not change course.
No,
I want you to understand.
I don't think you are fake. You're not a good rescuer.
Oh, okay, whatever. Okay,
because first of all what you're saying here, it doesn't suggest to me that you want this.
So what do you want me to do?
So let me ask you, all of these people, and be honest. Let's turn this camera off. Forget about who listening to you, who writing, because the next thing you're going to be going on the Facebook line to see who for, who against you. Let me ask you, how were these people brought into senior government position? Did the president have the opportunity? Hold on. Did the president have the opportunity to talk to these people to make sure that these people agrees with his agenda?
Will you let me respond without interruption?
Because
I'm not going to satisfy your ego here, trying to answer a question based on your ego, your conservative ego. I'm not going to answer a question based on that. I'll answer a question based on my own liberal view. When
we can see your face. Can you? Okay.
I will answer a question when it comes to you think I'm scared. You think I'm scared? They feel got shame. Don't make me say the other word. But on a very serious note, Mr. So, let me tell you this. Your question is very interesting, but I will answer it like this. If the president, I'm going to say it again, were duly elected to lead, and if he's leading and people are not ready to advance his agenda, he doesn't have to fire you. My argument tonight is this. If I was president, yes, I will fire, but I'm not.
So,
but Mr. Saul, hold on. I'm not. The president was elected to do a job. I supported this. I still support him. If I was asked to come and join him, say, for example, I'm an engineer by profession. That's what I do here. And I'm a very good engineer. So the president asked me, okay, Mr. Toll, I know you're an educated person. You don't have to be a X, Y, and Z, but why don't you help me manage a JFK hospital? I must look in the president eye and say, they want to have my education, take me there. I don't know anything about that. He said, okay, what's about finance? Mr. President, I'm an educated person, but that's not my area. So as long as I'm sincere with the president, but many of these people, you ask, how do they come to their position? They came to this position based on party affiliation. They feel they are entitled to this position because, Mr. So let me finish.
No, that's not a story. We're not on storytelling.
No, Mr. It's my show. It's my show. Let me enjoy myself, please. They feel because of the party affiliation, they feel they are entitled to this position. And so when they get to this position, even if they are unable to perform, the party
So
The
in other
party
words,
structure, hold
so
on. The
in other
party
words,
structure,
in
hold
other
on.
words, you
The
are
party
saying
structure,
that,
hold on, Mr. The party structure is like a ring around these people that are not able to produce. And if the president even making an attempt, the party that support you, and you know the governmental system in Liberia,
okay.
they will convince the president this is not the right thing to do.
Okay, I'm not going to sit here for you to deceive the audience, okay?
Well,
So,
whatever.
in other words, literally, you are telling us that the president is aware that these people were unable to get a job done.
No, that's not what I'm telling you. That's not what I'm telling you.
So,
do you
think there was a conversation with this old man breaking these people, all of these
Why
people?
do we have to go? Why can't we call him father of the land?
You just call him old man here.
Yeah,
So
because when I say it's with a specific context. But when you say no, that's not the context you're using. You're using CDC context. So don't come bluff here.
Don't dilute this conversation here.
Okay, all right.
So in other words, you are telling us. I mean, the contradictions is so vividly.
What am I telling you? Don't forget about contradiction.
You on the other hand, you want the president to succeed, and then you came out here publicly. You swear the president that until you retire before that
you see, this is what you do, and you're very good at that. You see, but we'll deal with your 2029. We'll deal with your. I said the road that started under President Weah. That road is not even going to finish.
We are not doing anything
because of the corrupt behavior that started under President Weah continuing.
Are there corrupt behavior now?
Yes, and because of that, because of the corrupt behavior, I said the road will not finish under President Bakai.
Okay, so
my Esther, good evening. Thank you very much.
Liberal, let's be honest here. Now, all these things that you think you're just hanging here to find some sort of surviving land, which is just not possible here. At the end of the day, if the president doesn't succeed, who would the Liberian people point fingers to?
That is the argument we're making.
No, you're not making that argument. You don't see that. That's why you are telling us here these people should use their conscience, even though at the same time you are telling us that the president is aware that these people are underperforming, they are involved in massive corruption, but the president should not dismiss, or even when he dismisses, they should just suspend them and go with their benefit, and nobody should ask them questions. That's what you are telling us.
Mr. So,
and what help does that bring to the country? Let's be honest. You as a presenter, listen. For us as talking here, we are not a resistant force. We are not for, we are not against the government. We stay in the gap to create a conversation so that the ordinary citizen will be informed of what is happening. Not that they do not know, but we just have to enhance that talking point. But for you to come here as an anchor, as a presenter, to be given a sort of convoluted conversation statement.
Well, however way you characterize it, that's your opinion. What I can tell you and what I will continue to tell you is this. As a member of this platform, it is not my job and it's not my duty to tell the president what to do. That is the mistake many of these platforms will make.
No.
My job, hold on now. Listen to me and listen clearly. My job is to point out what I believe to be the fault.
So
no, there's no so. Let me finish. No, you're not. I'm not on a witness stand. Let's get this straight. I think I've given you a lot of latitude here tonight without fighting with you. I think I need to calm you down and let me run my show. Let me say this again. As the anger on this platform, my job is to point out what I believe Rescue 2 is here. I believe Rescue. What?
Mr. Keto, welcome to the show.
Mr. Keto, unless I ask you to say something, just listen in. My goodness.
Thank you, Mr.
Welcome, Keto.
I'm the laborer. He go off.
What do you mean going off? I'm running my show. I'm going to go off.
He's in recovery process.
So let me say this: you ain't able me. Because I'm coming to get into my real liberal mode. I thought we were going to be having an intellectual conversation, but you brought
something somebody. Wrong the liberal internet.
No, something wrong with you. Something wrong with yours.
Call the rescue mission.
Hold on, Keto. They you offer confusion here tonight. So Jelly, the only already one crowd. You shouldn't give that final red. Don't put it in your mouth before it may hurt.
The point I'm making here is this. It is not my job to tell the president what to do. And most importantly, what I want us to take out of this, as a Liberian, Liberia is above all of us. So if you are asked, when you are asked to do a job, it's a privilege. It's not entitlement. But many of these partisans, they consider this position as entitlement. And once they get into a position, they don't want to leave, whether they are inept or not. And that is the point that I'm making. But it's not my job to tell the president what to do, whether he should fire or to keep. I'm not going to do that. Because if I do that, that first of all, that will show sign of disrespect. And that also means that I'm uneducated. Because I know my position.
So let me ask you before Keta comes. Then what is the essence? What is the point of having this sort of conversation? Do you want solution to this problem?
Yes.
Who is to provide these remedies?
I suggest. I make suggestions on this platform. I make recommendations on this platform. Whoever is listening. Whoever is listening. Whoever the problem is affecting is listening.
Now, you answer a question like Donald Trump now.
Mr. So you can characterize and say whatever you want to say. I'm giving you the truth. My job is to suggest. You know, when President Weah was in power, all my show, I start my show like this. That I will criticize, but I will do it with respect. I will criticize, but I will do it with responsibility. Why? I say at the time, and I'm still saying it, because I don't want President Weah to be president anymore. I will not show disrespect. Because the president that I want, the president that I like, and the president become president tomorrow, and the president being disrespected, what do I say then? And that's why when I'm on this platform, anybody come out to be disrespectful to this president, I will yell at you and
that's
even try to block you. No, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
Keta, I don't know what else to say.
I'm running the show. I need to have a Keta in here. Yeah, but go ahead. I'm tired with you, man. Go ahead. Run the show. Run it. Go ahead.
Now, Keta, I don't understand. If we're to make his guys, George, Clarence is, he just told me a text. He's so embarrassed of the Liberal tonight. Very embarrassed.
Can you hear me?
Keta, you need to go out and come back in.
Keta, hearing us?
No.
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me too?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Now, when this Liberal, every day he on this network, I can't remember how many years now, and which of course is a sacrifice. But it looks like to me, he doesn't know his purpose of being here. Okay, and that's my view, that's my opinion. He want to just point out the ills in society. He doesn't want the president to take action. The people should use their rightful conscience in his work carefully. I don't know what is the meaning of that they should resign. Who brought these people, by the way? How these people came into being? For you to say, okay, I think somebody have already answered your call. That's good.
All right, let me take back my show. I'm running my show now, Mr. So I'm running my show. Thank you very much.
I don't know how to let the labor stuff on my screen.
Okay. Well, if you can hear, Terry, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining. Walter Cutter, can you hear me?
You guys can hear me, Claire?
Walter Cutter, can you hear me?
We hear you, Peter.
No, hold on. Walter Cutter, can you hear me?
Okay.
3.
You want me to the labor on, right?
Oh, okay.
Because I can hear labor.
Okay, Walter Cutter, can you hear me? Bye-bye.
But also let me go on and come back in.
Yeah,
labor talking.
Now we link is saying I don't know.
He come running to my show trying to put me under the water tonight. What kind of business there?
Talking about they see you already get you hard under nails.
Yeah, the man making me talking plenty of that. What business there? I just want to enjoy my show. He come here, throw me all under the bus. Walter Cutter, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Terry, let's go to Walter Cutter. Walter Cutter, thank you for joining. What's on your mind? Make it brief because I'll soon be opening the line. What's on your mind?
Don't start a show like this with Terry myself coming on here. I'm gonna make it brief. You not make it brief here. I came to address the topic that you talking here, and it's
Why you
kind of
gotta do it?
for me for this great platform for a caliber of the liberal that we know to come on a platform and deceive the listening audience. I was driving and I'm listening to brother so getting so frustrated of the way you presenting this thing to the audience. This is not LPR. How in the world can you tell the Liberian people that Joseph Boakai, who you champion as an educated, experienced political individual to move our country forward, that his government officials are blundering? You don't put it on him to fire them. You say they should honestly move themselves. They didn't employ themselves. They were employed by Joseph Boakai. Anything they do, we're not going to say the Minister of Foreign Affairs or the Minister of Justice or the Minister of Transport destroy the government. It falls on President Boakai. Don't forget, few months ago or few years ago, you said we are failed miserably. Why? Because the people around him were not doing something good. They didn't do nothing. They were corrupt. So you put the blame on we are. You put it on the people. You put it on we are. Today you say we shouldn't put the blame on Boakai. We should put it on the individual that Boakai brought. It's not hypocritical. It's not deceptive to our audience. We gotta speak truth to power. How the president can come up with a how you call it pre-executive order, and then somebody from the central bank will trump his executive order down the road. What were you thinking? He
Thank
didn't
you.
do consultation. He didn't do Can I just lay on this note?
Yeah,
He didn't
okay,
do
go ahead.
consultation. He didn't do consultation before coming out. It's like
Okay.
the president came to us, his buddy that he knew from way back in the days gave him yellow machine. We need to
Okay.
find out the whole thing that was scam. What
Okay.
is going
Thank
on with
you.
your rescue people?
Thank you. Thank you very much. What you and Mr. So need to do, right, what you guys need to understand is I will do my best to educate you all here tonight. And if it means for me to talk, I'll take the show without taking call, I will do so. Because you guys have really, really misunderstanding the governing process in Liberia. You guys refuse to understand the governing process in Liberia. When CDC was in power, the tune was different. And we never asked the president or told the president what to do on this platform. We always suggest. And I've always said, and that's the one I suggest, and they don't listen to me, then I come back and use that word that I will never use again. But let me go to Terry. I'll come back to educate both of you. Terry, thank you for joining me. We appreciate it. So, what's on your mind, Terry, please?
No, can you ask him whether he agree or disagree? We
No,
need
no,
to
no.
know.
That's not you the one running the show. I take back my stuff.
Or you
Terry,
took it
what's
from me again?
yeah? I took it from you, Mr. Collins. Rescue 2. What's on your mind, sir?
Well, yeah, actually, labor you on course actually, and
Thank
even
you.
though the
Oh my
CEO try
goodness.
to topple you, but you stay
You
on a
on
course
what?
some kind of way, you still manage to come from other, and that will make you the political guru.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you. Thank you.
Terry giving kind of hope, giving hope because he was drowning just now.
But
Go ahead. Go ahead, Rescue.
Labor is challenging the CEO to all his points because Labor told you earlier that people feel entitled because they feel that they're part of a political system. So it makes it difficult for the president to take action on certain people because they feel entitled to the job position,
What?
which is fair enough.
What?
Labor gave you a fair
The same
position.
thing. The same thing with CDC. What do you mean by what? Go ahead,
Yeah,
Terry.
the city
Please.
was CDC, and the
Go ahead, Terry.
worst is that CDC was the worst in their own. And Keta, when I say that's the difference between the sedition and us. You see, for us, we can tell you, say, our government, they area here, they're not performing too well. The other thing, they're not doing it the right way. but your government, you refuse. You will do all the bad thing and still be a meeting. Then you say, oh, shouldn't
Amen.
talk to President.
So,
You're telling us that he
Terry,
come back.
Amen.
The last
Mr.
time
So, let
you
the
were
man
telling
land.
us, say, you're telling us now, say the pastor professor. How you're be calling fake pastor now? There are a Nigerian pastor now is prophesying President. We are coming back.
Amen. Come
So
back
we
to
need to
earth. Come back to earth, Terry. Come back to
all
earth.
on Facebook
Walter
that
Carter, let him land.
that the pastor for Nigeria said the man coming back. Kept on them running with it. The pastor said the man coming back. So, but what I want to say, Mr. So, I think is that Labour, you are on course. We are not defending anything here. The ID card something was a poor judgment from the initial stage. But it was good that the president decided to recall the whole process and go to the right format. And that is one of the reasons why we believe that this government is a government for the people. Because the government listening to the people. They stream, they constrain. All right? They constrain and all of that. The government sees it, they reconsider, and all the kind of thing, you know. And that is how it is. So, Liberal, I don't see wherein you should feel guilty and somebody want you to admit that you were wrong for voting President Boka or supporting President Boka. I think that would be a that is a misplaced, accusation that somebody want to force you to the wall for you to say I was wrong for supporting President Boka. That would not be a good thing.
These are the kind that people then. That's why he's picking up the comment. Clarence and I.
Thank you, Terry.
Judgment
Let me take
Samuel 12. Before I close, Samuel 12.
Am I not talking?
No, you're not.
Samuel
Not your time yet.
A small moment.
Go ahead.
Samuel 12 said that the first year of President Weah, that working out of poverty, he took 27 million people out of poverty. Is that true, Keto? I meant to ask the question.
Say, ask the question. You
No.
Do we have 27 million people in our population?
Walter Carter, Walter Carter will come to you. Let me say this here to Walter Carter and Mr. So before I open the line. Let me say this here to both of you.
You want to open the line now?
Yeah, let me say this here to both of you. When we come to this platform or in any of these gatherings where we are exposed, I keep saying it here to many Liberians. You can come here and pretend to lie just few times. You can't do it every day, day in, day out. They will catch you lying.
Okay.
We have to be truthful.
So state the liar.
Mr. Walter Carter, the liberal is on the floor, and the liberal running the show, and the liberal is the board chair. Don't interrupt.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bochair.
Thank you. So let's get this straight. The governing process in Liberia, ever since the new founding democracy started on Madam Salih, the party has always, and I read something, and not just Madam Salih, on President Dole. I read something here earlier from Henry Duba, the chief of staff, telling the chairman of the party to say the army, the armed forces of Liberia, will do everything possible for the party to win.
What have you gathered on President Boyka?
No, hold on now, Mr. So, please. I'm not on witness stand. Let me finish. So, the governing process in Liberia is strictly governed. I mean, it's been governed by the party. Now, I say this again. When there's an election and the party is running campaign for their standard bearer, after the campaign and the election finish, the person who wins, that party is in control. The party submit names of people who they believe to fill certain position. And the president going to go with that. Because the president believes the party structure is what making to be president. And you guys want me to sit here.
That's not news.
No, hold on, Mr. So. You want me to sit here. They don't know me. I don't know them. And you want me to tell the president how to run his government? Are you serious? I am not in any position to tell the president. I can recommend. I can suggest. Other than that, I will be disrespectful to the president and the presidency. I am an educated person who refused to be put in that position. The president is the president of the Republic of Liberia, duly elected. This is what makes me different from other platforms. Even if I see a corrupt behavior, I'm not going to tell the president what to do. It's not in my job. It's not in my job description. And in fact, that's way above my pay grade. Once you understand that, your operational process on these type of platform become genuine. You are no longer looked at as CDC moderator. Let's go to you, Mr. So, before we open the line.
You know, we are in trouble in our country.
Tell me about it, brother.
We have the engineers that are so contaminated, politically correct. You have pastors who now they pray for politicians and pray for other people to vote. Terry, come on. You said the liberal is on course with the kind of things that are coming from out of him. He on course. What was the sermon that's going Sunday in your church? Or what
that got to do with the LPR stuff?
No, yeah, it got something to do with it.
That's someone entitled do what I say, but don't do what I do.
In as much you will come here,
you really want
in as much you will come here.
I will preach the father the YSMO.
I think that go to you and liberal will be in your church to do that.
Do what I say, but don't do what I do.
On a serious note, I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know what really running through your mind. I really don't know how you want your support to this president to manifest itself. What should be the outcome when you do not have the guts to look in the camera and say, Mr. President, this person is not pushing your agenda. This person is not pushing your agenda. It is time that you take decision as the chief executive. You are unable to do that. For God's sake, what do you want your audience to take away? You leave them hanging and then they go. What are they taking away? What is the solution? What is the merit of your conversation? You grabbing things here and there, and George, I don't want to hear about this George Weah business, okay? I don't want to hear about it. We have talked this thing here, and it was because George Weah didn't listen. CDC didn't do it the way they should to have done it. The Liberian people took a decision. And we have a president. Yes, the president is doing well. He's traveling, he's moving here and there, but there is a need that he has to do more. But for you to come here, oh man, like you to come here, that you are unable to advise your own colleague, that is absurd. And you need to stop that. It's not a matter of you telling the president, that's not what I call disrespect. So I try to wrap around my head what your support, what is the significance of your support if you can't even tell the president, Mr. President, this is what I want you to do, this is your agenda, these people need to follow your agenda. And then Terry come here, yeah, liberal, you on course.
Thank you. Let me call us. Thank you, Mr. So caller, there's number out there 916-533-2048. Yes, Katafini talking 2 times already.
I talked 1 time.
Okay, that 2 times. I'm multiply it. This is the liberal.
Oh man, you're a complete disgrace. Unbelievable. Are you serious?
That's some part of the corruption.
You multiply by what?
Don't worry about it.
They prove that corruption. They may not legitimate corruption on the show, so
it doesn't matter. Folks, Samson told Labropa, give us a call here so we can take your call. Go ahead, Walter. Go ahead, Carter. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
No,
so also, but on a serious note, Terry, you and the Labour cannot be serious pushing that kind of narrative here. For me, it shows either deception or they show that you people are complete die-hard sycophants and trying to paint a picture that you people try to defend something that you people put out there in Liberian people faces, right? So this the thing is, there's no way you can tell me the Liberian governing system because a party won election, so the party gave the president his minister. So the president, when the minister stealing, said the president can't do nothing about it. I find it very hard to believe that an educated, intelligent engineer from Toastan that building bridges and having consultancy with Joseph Boakai
All right,
government
Terry,
will
what's
sit.
your cut? Just hold on. Just hold your point. Samson told Labra Public, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind? Thank you. Hold on, Pastor. Good evening, sir. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead. Let's hear from you, sir, please.
But I want to extend my greetings to you, your listeners, the co-panelists.
Thank you.
You know, I want you.
Can you hold on? Can you hold on 1 minute? Let me see if I can merge this caller, please. I appreciate your patience. Thank you. Just hold on 1 minute. I hope this thing will not cause any problem. All right, go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead. If you guys, you're just calling in, please mute yourself because we're hearing noise in the background. Go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead.
Okay, so when you started the disco, enjoy your presentation. You were factual when you said the president is doing extremely well, but his able lieutenant need to support the president's agenda,
right,
which is good. That they were stealing instead of then following the agenda of the president. And then, but Mr. Toole, here's another thing that crossed my mind. Is the president really in the know of what is unfolding in his government currently? Is he really in the know of the day-to-day activities of some of these ministers? So those who sit like those who found themselves at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, are they really informing the president of what is unfolding, or is just a clique system? And you know, Mr. Toole, the bad part of it is this: 99% of the people you find in government are young people.
Mm-hmm.
Are folks who sat down at the different universities, campuses, or Palava Hut 12 years ago. The narrative was they would do better as compared to their older brothers or the big brothers who used to sit on the different university campuses to propound the issues. But today, what do you see? So we saw 12 years of the same replica we're dealing with today, and we dealt with 6 years of the same thing. In my opinion, Mr. Toole, to find patriotic, nationalistic individuals in our country to work in government is very difficult. The reason why the people need to wake up now to change this narrative from a CDC and that of a unity party is that all these people are flunkies. They have done nothing to change the prevailing trajectory. You know, 14 years in the media, I saw this same behavior. And most of these people sat on radio stations. They were talking how they would get there and change the prevailing situation. They come back to do the same thing. It's because an institution, political institutions in our country are not institutionalized. They're built around individuals. So when one group comes, they steal and go and build homes overnight. But I always say to them, remember the days of what his name said, Grady Allison. Remember the days of Jenkins Scott, and remember the days of Charles Steger government officials. These are people that stole. That have Perkins generator, calibrator generator, 75 kVA generator, but go to their homes today. Go to their homes. What do you see? Anything you earn, I earn is the wind carry it by night. It may sound figurative, but Mr. Toole, like you said, we just got 6 years. 6 years is not 60 years. It's just 6 years. After 6 years, they're all going to come running back to America and will come to these different platforms. And Terry said something about a prophecy. Terry, let me say this to you. The Bible says, who will say a thing and it come to pass? It's on somewhere in Nehemiah Lamentation. It's right there in the Bible. Who will say a thing and it come to pass? If I, the Lord, have not commanded it. The deal with President Weah is sealed and signed. There's no real occurrence. If that happened, it's a swear they will under serious punishment, because this president sat in a church and said, Gifty Lama and Abba Peter were making law. Just like President Walker said, the Capitol building was burned by hooligan. At least for him, there is an ongoing investigation. There is a court proceeding going on. But the case of Gifty Lama, the church house was used, a pulpit was used to desecrate. Mr. Tour, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor.
Mr. Tour, can you ask that
Hold
caller?
on. We'll come back to you. Caller, go ahead. Samson told brother, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind? Caller, you're next in line.
Are you talking to?
Yeah. 717. Yeah, go ahead. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Samson Brown told. My name is Amos. I always call from Pennsylvania, but I'm using a different number now to call you.
Okay.
The call, yeah. But I just want to tell you, look. I hate to, let me just say, I just like you. You're a smart guy. Your engineering career, you're a smart guy. And I always call in because, you and Mr. Soul, I like you. Trust me. But you are not honest, You know why I like you, Samson Brown? Samson Brown, I like you because you bring humor. You bring humor to reality. You always do your presentations, but then when you have presentations, you bring fun. I like that about you. But tonight, as always, why do you always suppress Mr. Soul? You don't even give him a chance to talk. Yeah, as soon as he wants to say something that says Mr. Soul, let's be honest. You supported the Joseph Walker government. They're laughing again. That's your problem. You supported the Joseph Walker government to come into power. When you have shortfalls as an educated person, you are a smart guy. I like that about you. You bring humor to, real stuff. You talking reality, real stuff, but then you make people laugh about it. And that's why I can't wait for, something Branto to be online all the time. But yes, let Mr. Soul talk because you are wrong. Your government that you support, no, I'm a kissy man. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not just about that way longer than you know him. He's not doing anything good. No, he's not doing well. So, as long as you're an educated person, that's what you should do.
Thank you. The other Gizzy men are speaking from somebody from Cruiserville. I beg you.
No, seriously.
Alinu Kane.
Yeah, nice show though. I enjoy
Thank you, Amos. Thank you very much for your call. We appreciate it. Whenever we call Amos, and if you're listening, please don't be ashamed of expressing yourself. If you think we're being dishonest here, come and call us out on it. And you did it with respect. So there's nothing, no hard feeling here. Just come out and tell us what you think. But the point that I'm making, Amos, on a very serious note.
I was still on the line.
Yeah, hold on, Mr. Carter. I will come to you, please.
You want to argue? You want to argue with your caller?
No, Mr. So, will you please, Amos? You see, any man interrupting me. You see, I can throw my weight around. Amos, see, I talking the man interrupting me. That way I can say on the board chair.
Mr.
So
So let me do it into now. We'll put in the
okay,
back
hold
room
on, hold on,
tomorrow.
hold on. Tomorrow down your town. My time still. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, Clarence. Thank you for joining.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, okay.
Mr. To.
Thank you.
Wow.
You know, no, thank you for the show. One good thing I learned for you, you know, we don't throw the right out of our hand. When something is going on wrong in the government, we flag it out and we discuss it and how best we can settle it. That's a good part, you know, I learned about your show because there's some people in the past, what's the thing that happened, they were hard and bring the good side up. We know for what that is. There are a lot of error in getting that being happening within the government. But we know at God with us, things will be better. But one of the things I want to say here, it's not that the power government getting when someone can say they are coming from the same planet. In fact, they took 27 people, 27 million people from the poverty. Where things going on wrong, many of the officials in the government, many of them are not performing. You tell the truth. So it's not something for the higher getting it's like you'll be better out of us, although we are here. We have family to get cancer with my sister over there getting that we are getting to at the same time. When the country improve, they improve for all of us. But to work with the coalition, people getting the team from different political parties coming to it to work with them. It is difficult. Look at the good side, look at the bad side. Today, the government, the coalition is getting it, nobody coming on the radio to complain that all my party is getting a bit silent because the old President Brock is working with all the people that came on board are working with him. You don't want to put bad feelings in somebody else. But to me, it's better for to bring your own show. Don't tell the truth. Don't tell the government that this is happening. You are doing good on this stuff. But you need to improve more because we are doing it for our own country, like do it for all of us. Thank you for the show.
Thank you.
So do you agree with it?
Mr. Soul, you can't argue with the audience. So let me,
wow. Oh my goodness.
Let me just say this. Yeah. So Amos, as I was saying, you know, speak your mind. We respect that. But to be honest with you, I really want to say this here, and let me say again, I'm very serious about it. You know, in life, and I'm a little bit older now to know what I need to know. In life, you should be able to know what you know you don't know. If you don't do that, you will always have problems because you believe you know, and when you know you don't know, but you don't want to say it. If I come out here and say, President Baka, this is what's going on with your government. This is what's going on. You need to take this action. You need to take that action. Who am I? I don't even have a voting right in Liberia. Or because I'm a peer, I call it commentator here on this platform. Should I just come out and tell the president, you need to do this and you need to do that? When the president was duly elected by Liberians, the Liberians will give Mr. Bakai 6 years. After that, Mr. Bakai and his people will come back to the Liberian people to say, what do I have? Have I done my job? Have I done it well? They will make that decision. It is not me to say, President Bakai, you need to fire X, Y, and Z. Number one, my job here is for me to be truthful, to make recommendations if I see something that is not right, to make recommendations. And I will do so. I think Amos calling again. Hold on 1 minute. Amos, 1 minute, 1 minute. Let me let. Can you mute yourself 1 minute, please? Let me let. And so when I make these recommendations or make these suggestions, if the president is listening and he wants to see what take or anything, that's up to him. But I will not come out here and be disrespectful to the office of the presidency and to the president himself by me saying, because I have a platform, therefore you have to do X, Y, and Z. Unacceptable. Anybody, when you come and do that here, I will rebuke you. Let me go to Amos. Amos, are you still with us?
Yes, I am with you. And some people are too. I mean, okay, maybe in the future I will tell you how deeply connected I am with, you. I almost took a job in California because, I said, oh, I need one person in California. But anyway, to tell you the truth, something Ron told you, not be honest.
Okay.
You read me George Weah administration. Trust me, I'm not a fan of George Weah. Nothing, George Weah did not do anything better than, what Jason Walker is doing right now. But you're not being honest.
Okay.
When you're supposed to
Can
manage
you give him a chance to talk, please?
this, for a fact, I'm not, going to give you the details. But I said, I was, when George Weah was about to become president, I left from here to go to work in Liberia. I'm telling you, I took a job there. I was there for almost 2 years. I said, oh, yeah, there's our own guy, he'll do this, he'll do that. Trust me, I was wrong. In less than 6 months into his presidency, I said, no, you gotta be honest. Something wrong too. I just like it because,
Okay. So hold on 1 minute. Let me merge the other color, please. Let me merge this. I think Amos, one of the things you will do for me tomorrow, because we're completely out of time, I would like for you to call early tomorrow, because I want to ask you if you can help me to point out some of these dishonesty that you believe I'm portraying myself here. It will be very helpful. It will be very helpful. And I know you're an educated person. Yeah, and I'm not saying that when you come here and make these kinds of statements, that you're being disrespectful, because you're not doing it out of jealousy. You're doing it from your own belief, where you believe that I'm doing wrong. Hopefully that will help me out.
And you know what? Mr. Soul is an honest guy, between the two of you. He's an honest person.
Okay,
so, sorry.
Don't call tomorrow. No, I will not answer your call tomorrow. I will not answer your call.
Mr. Soul, please send me your number. This man bans me from calling tomorrow. Please send me your number.
Thank you. All right. Next caller in line. Go ahead. 612. Go ahead. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Mr. Tour, there's something you said that prompted me to call, right?
Okay.
They're not saying that you should change your tone.
But we don't even hear your name. We didn't hear your name.
This is Pastor Cummings.
Oh, okay. All right.
I suggest that you change your tone,
okay,
or your body language. I love the presentation. It's kind of professional.
Okay.
I just want you to keep it like that, because you are not a journalist, but I'm following your footstep. You're following the etiquette of communication. It's not like being robustful make you a good communicator. Like saying, President, you need to fire these people. You need to make some suggestion. It's up to the president to dismiss or change what is unfolding. And that's what people don't understand in communication. They feel that, modern journalism today is very good. But don't forget, the traditional ethic or etiquette of journalism is not to be remorseful on the radio and saying, oh, Mr. President, you lie. This is what you need to do. No, you don't communicate like that, because your purpose of sitting behind the microphone and the camera is to disseminate the right information, not with sentiment, but to educate the people on what to do. It's up to the president to dismiss, but we can point out the truth when the government is in error.
Thank you.
So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I think you are biased. I think you just fighting a standard of communication.
Thank you, Pastor. Appreciate that. All right, guys, we'll bring this show to an end. Let's start with you, Walter Carter. What will be your closing, please?
So I'll just debunk my own question that just came from the line. These were people
That's not your job.
Mr. So I'm on the floor. My Mr. So I'm on the floor.
Yeah, but when you say debunk,
yeah,
I mean it's those kinds of languages. They are.
There we go again. Why you want to sanction my? Why you sanctioning my view?
I'm trying for you to, because we're having intellectual conversation.
Don't try. Debunk is not a bad word. It's
okay, when
counter,
you say
to counter what he said.
That's not debunk.
Okay.
That's not debunk.
Okay, I changed it. I said to counter what he said.
Okay. Now you can go.
All right.
Okay.
So this is the thing, right? All of you people on social media preaching the same message that we're trying to put forth to you today. President, we're not doing nothing. President we have people at Ryan that was stealing. President we should fire them. If we don't follow the people, my own question was they're praying. God, President God told him, say, if President we don't clean his surrounding, it will be this. If President we don't do that, it will be this. He didn't think about professionalism in journalism. He was using his prophetic eye to tell the people that this was happening. At the same time, using your political eye to tell the people that was happening. Let me tell you one thing. I don't like deception. A lot of you guys don't like President Weah because he didn't come from that school of politics. He didn't come from the university background. He didn't come from all the things. He came from the slum playing football. Y'all wanted him to squeeze his set to that place. Because
Wow.
yes, that's what you guys are. What most of you guys did. Today, the man who your champion as the greatest, the smartest, the experienced, the man they're calling father, he blundered more than even the men that came from the football field, blundered beyond repair. And y'all come here when people tell to say the truth, y'all take all the blame for him and put it on a deputy. Who Labrampo elected? We didn't like Buju Ben Keita. We didn't like Grace Payne. We didn't like the people at the Justice Ministry. We didn't like even the policemen that you accusing today. We didn't like those people. We elected Joseph Boakai. Anything happen in our country, the boss stuck with him. So you don't come here and be teaching them, no, you just tell the person you screw up. You made a bad choice. You're fully Liberian people. And because of that, we're experiencing the kind of thing. And one of the time I'll tell you, all the people that come here and say the man doing well. What the way you doing, brother? What the way Joseph Boakai doing in Liberia?
Thank you.
The people stay crying.
Thank you.
Thank you so
very
much.
But don't leave. Thank you.
I'm here.
Okay. Let's Terry, go ahead. Go ahead. Rescue 2, go ahead. Then Mr. So will take us home.
Thomas Fala said the creature then are under the water. He know them. The creature then that under the water, you know them. So when you know, imagine news. Thomas Farah said the creatures that under the water, that were under the water, he know them. So when you talk about deception, somebody sit down on the radio and say the first year of president, we are 27 million people came out of poverty. Then you telling me about deception. Somebody sit down on the radio, your finance minister for 6 years, you never fire him. He sat down on the radio, he said we're supplying current to Ivory Coast. Why did Labrampo get current? Then you get the audacity to come talk about you hate deception.
What's going on with your camera?
Look, Keto, you gotta stop. You gotta
Terry
stop.
talking Tabata, that was my camera shaking here.
This president, have you yourself came on the show when you came from Liberia? Say that time you ran away. You came on the show and say, yeah, you went back home and the street, everything was fine, things were correct. When I hit you on that point, you ran away. You never came back on the show. Until after several months, you just appearing now.
Right, small.
That is the deception there. Look, let me tell you something, my brother. This government have done more in 1.5 years than CDC government. All right, we acknowledge the missteps. We know that there have been missteps, and the misstep is not because of the president. The misstep, that is why the president identifies it, he rectifies it. The president look at his own relative, Amin Moda. He called him and said, "Mama, you gotta resign." The president look LTA. He suspended people that are related to him. That never happened before under your government. Even Madam Sirleaf defended her own. And let me be honest, let me tell you, Madam Sirleaf had mistakes. She herself defended Gafwan on corruption scandal. She defended her son publicly. One journalist even engaged her on it. It went viral. So there were mistakes in almost every government that came to power. But those mistakes can be rectified. And fortunately for President Boakai, he identified them, he rectified them. And yes, it is true. We need to be making recommendations to the president as regarding what he needs and what he need not to do. That is what we're here for. I would not want to agree with Labor on the aspect that, you cannot tell the president what you think is wrong. Yes, you can. That is why you are here. That is why you supported him. You can speak to him and say, Mr. President, the other thing you're doing not correct. You need to do it this way. And I believe he will listen to you like he have been listening to the Liberian people and rectify some errors that have been made in your government. But thank you, Liberal, for the time. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. Let's hear from you, Mr. So.
About our king.
Uh, you guys need redemption. We have to pray for you people.
Say that word again, Mr. Soul.
They need serious redemption.
Thank you very much.
Hold on, gentlemen. You see that thing that behind water cutter stuff? It's like some kind of devil. You don't see that light? No, I'm not making it
You
up.
are
You don't see?
disrupting my
No, I'm
quality
sorry.
of
I'm sorry. Like a
You are, yeah. I say you need redemption.
Is here? Is here?
Deliverer. This is
Sorry.
unacceptable.
So go ahead. Go ahead. I apologize.
And I will say it again, as long as you continue to interrupt me, I will say it. I say you need redemption.
Yeah.
A redemption of being honest, a redemption of being truthful, a redemption of making Liberia to work for all, not for few, and a redemption to be bold. Nobody asked you to come to insult the president. No. The reason we sit on these platforms, we having this conversation, whether they hear or they're not here, or our job is to play our part and give the narrative and tell the story, enable the policymaker to do it. There was an interview, the party chairman, they asking a very simple question as to whether there's a corruption in the government. He couldn't even answer. He pleaded the fifth. He can't answer. So I'm wondering here, you Liberal, if President Boyka were to call you in today to be one of his counsel or to be one of his closest person, I'm wondering what you can really tell him. I'm wondering whether, out of respect, even out of the public domain, whether you're able to tell Mr. President, yeah, this is what you said, but I think based on my profession, my ethic, we can go this way. You will not do that. And that's why your pastor distanced himself from you. He knew that. But I know he never wanted to come and say that because coming fresh and taking that side would be like, oh, you side with this man. So he cleverly, he decided to do that. But look, I think we all have an obligation to make Liberia to be better while if we continue to protect our own alligators. It is dangerous. It is bad. So we need to stop that. We're not saying we are not saying we don't insult leaders in here. We just tell them some high core issue. And that's our job. Because we stand in the gap of the government, its people. We have this honest conversation, fair, balanced, proportional, so that they will see as well. But if you come here with this sort of high hypocrisy, deceit, dishonesty, it's not good for this network. That's not what this network is all about.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you very much.
Okay, but don't go unless you got to listen to me. Let me take 2 minutes of your time, please. I say again, and I will repeat myself, because it's better that we have these kinds of conversations. First of all, I really do appreciate all of you joining me tonight. Because if I was to continue to be here, Bob, by myself talking about that, most likely we will not have the amount of people watching, and we might not have the people responding the way they are. So you guys being on my show is a good thing. As a board chair, I do really enjoy having you guys here and listening to the board chair, and which is a good thing. No, but on a very serious note, Mr. So, Walter Carter, Mr. So, and Terry, I want to thank you guys. But let me say this here. Liberia is a very interesting place. As I say here, as I sit right now, I have about 3 piles of documents that I collected from the East Coast the last time. Most of them from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and of course 2000 plus. When you read these documents, it's easy for you to see why we have a civil war. And this behavior we have is not now. This behavior been like this for Tubman time. I can show you some parade back in the early 50s. There was a parade in Monrovia where the banner was saying that only Tubman is the man that can rule Liberia, no one else. Parade with a banner. It says you can read it. I'll put it up here one day. It's the same type of stuff we still have. Liberia, the Tubman, and the group of leaders before have always put individual above everything else. We're trying to extricate. We're trying to extricate ourselves from those kinds of behavior. It's going to be difficult, and we're going to come out here and have these kinds of argument, engagement. I won't call it an argument. I'll call it engagement. But we will do our best to be truthful. But in the process of being truthful, does not mean that I should say what you want me to say. I will not do that. I'm a liberal. My views are always skewed towards the liberal view. And you might not like it because you're conservative. Let us agree that we have a different view. As long as we do that, I believe we will be healthy in our discussion. We will be healthy in our engagement. Every one of us here, an educated people, we have serious problem in Liberia. And the problem all of us have identified is certain members of our society do not have respect for us. And because they don't have respect for us, they feel they are entitled to certain position. And because of that, they continue to steal because they know nothing will happen. If you have respect for somebody, you will not take that thing that you know doesn't belong to you. But because they don't respect us and they behave the way they behave. And we will continue to point those things out. But for me to say here, because certain people are behaving like that, therefore, the president is like leaping from the Empire State Building with no parachute. There is no connection. My student behavior have nothing to do with the president. The president can say, Mr. Toll, I no longer want you. There's a saying that you work at the pleasure of the will and pleasure of the president. But at the same time, you must have within you, as a character, as a human being, inside of you, that you know there are certain positions you cannot perform in effectively. But people believe they have 2 master degrees, and therefore they think they can perform in certain activities or certain positions. And they have willfully failing. And instead of coming back to the father of the nation to say, oh man, please put me somewhere else. They ought to play however. They don't want to do that. And the reason why I believe they're not doing that, because many of them, they are not connected. They don't have any kind of relationship with each other. Walter Cutter, Terry, Mr. So, and myself will come out here and debate all the time. If I want to do something here on this platform, I've consulted Mr. So, not because I'm afraid of him, but he will look at my idea and say, I don't know, Mr. To. I think this other one here, well, let's see what we can do with this here. If we have that kinds of relationship, I will be comfortable to run to him. Look at that $22 million situation that happened at Public Works. Knowing fully well that $22 million was not going to be effective in bringing the 100-day stuff. They didn't even consult other ministers to see what their input would be. I don't believe that. That's disrespect to each other. Not because he want to steal, but because you don't want other people input, because you believe you alone can do it. And with that kinds of mindset, we will continue to do these kinds of stuff, and we'll continue to disrespect each other, and we'll continue to have these kinds of debate. Good night. Don't come on my show, two of you, man. Don't come on my show tomorrow, I beg you. I don't want to see you.
Prophet Cummings, why you want to debate with Wito? Forget about it, man. You and it, man. Yeah.
They're cousin. They know each other. But no, on a very serious note, I want to thank all of you tonight. Those of you that have been calling, Amos, thank you very much. I really appreciate, Pastor. I really appreciate you guys engaging us tonight. Thank you very much. Like I said, nothing personal on this platform. Nothing personal. You're not eating my kesali. I'm not eating your kesali. So nothing personal here. It's all business. And we appreciate you guys coming up to point out our fault. And we'll try to improve on that.
Terry, you know what?
Let me say, you see my finger? All the things you say I lie, I'm a lie. I will try to improve on it. You see my finger, Grant? Yeah, I beg you.
Terry, you know Pastor Cummings on the show, Jenna? He says already been sealed. President, we ain't coming back to the office.
But
I would deal with both of y'all.
I support it. Now your fake pastor, what you getting? What you say, professor, that the man coming back? We're waiting for him. We're waiting for the prophecy.
All right, guys.
I will deal with y'all. All right, man. Good night, man.
Good night, folks. Good night. Let's meet again tomorrow. Please, y'all try and make it earlier so we can have a good conversation. Mr. Scott, good night to you. Thank you very much.
If your Tabata can end soon, then that's okay.
Don't come interrupting me tomorrow. Tomorrow I got beautiful Tabata I want to talk about, please. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much, Mr. So. Good night. Again, Samson told Labropore, those of you that have been following, we truly enjoy this type of engagement. Thank you very much. Let's do it again tomorrow. Join us and let's have conversation. Well, call in if you want. I will try to talk to Mr. So here to see if he... But who they want calling the time over? Everybody gone. I can't answer the call now. Everybody gone. So call us tomorrow. We'll pick it up, please. Everybody gone. So anyhow, thank you very much. We'll say good night to all of you. Good night, folks.
Rachel de Kibo, je adé. Papa,